Okay, next we'll discuss about Excel charts. Now, what are Excel charts? Charts are the pictorial representation of a spreadsheet data. Whatever data you have, for example, I have a data here. Okay, this data is presented in the form of rows and columns and cells. Now I want to represent this data in the form of some sort of chart. Okay, in that case we make use of a chart feature. Charts are basically the diagrammatic representation, you can say pictorial representation, okay, which converts the plain data into attractive and easily understandable representation, that is charts. Okay, just charts basically converts the data into some attractive representation, okay, which can be understood very easily. Okay, the charts help us to make comparisons, study the patterns, and ascertain trends in data. Okay, this helps us in forecasting a company or firm's future projected status. Okay, based on the charts, it is used for analysis purpose. Charts are basically used for analysis purpose. Analysis will become very easy if you are having charts. Okay, forecasting the business and all, we make use of charts. In Excel, each chart is associated with specific spreadsheet table. Okay, charts are connected to the related table or data. If any data is changed in the table, the corresponding changes takes place automatically in the linked chart. Suppose if I create a chart, okay, of this data, and if I make changes in the data, these changes will be reflected in its chart automatically. Okay, I have shown you a calculation how it changes the data like that. If you change the data automatically, okay, the linked chart will be changed. Okay. So let us see, draw some charts like this. So I will select this particular, okay, data, and I will go to the insert tab where we have charts group. Under charts group we have various charts like column chart, bar chart, pie chart, line graph, okay, area, scattered. Okay, so many types of charts are there. Which type of chart you want, you can select. I will simply select here the column chart. Okay, so I will select one column chart. So you can see here automatically a chart is created. Okay, you can see over here like this one chart will be created. Okay, so this particular chart is linked with this particular data, remember that. Okay, so you can change, furthermore we will discuss. Now you understood how to create the chart. You just need to select the data. Okay, I will show you once again if you want. Okay, you just need to select the data. I will select only data here in this case. You have to select the data, go to insert, under charts group, select the type of chart whichever you want. Automatically the chart will be created. Okay. Okay. So now let's go further about detail about this. So chart is created. Now you have to give the labels to different things. I will show you in a chart. So many things are there. It is not just okay. We click on chart, the chart will be created. You need to give the labels to that. Okay, so many labelings and all is there. I will show you something in detail. Okay, let me explain. First thing we discuss is chart title. What is chart title? Chart title is the main, okay, text which describes the chart, okay, which gives the purpose of, which specifies the purpose of the chart. Okay, what is the purpose of chart? Here the chart title is, for example, where the chart title is present. So I will show you some areas. Okay, so what you say, this, see this rectangular area, no, this outside border. Okay, this is called as chart area. This area, whatever comes under this border, okay, that is called as chart area. You can just see here, this is chart area. Next, one more we have is plot area. What is plot area? Okay, this rectangle inside the chart area, inside the outside rectangle, one more rectangle is there inside. Okay, inside this outside there is one more rectangular area which is called as plot area. Plot area is actually the area where we plot our chart. Okay, where we plot our chart, where actual chart comes, that area is called as plot area. Okay, and the outside area is called as the chart area. Remember that, chart area and plot area. Okay, this is chart area outside, and inside this is plot area. Okay, chart title, we have so many titles and all here. If you just go to layouts, formats, okay, here we have label. First we have chart title here. So from layout tab, go to chart title, click on whichever type you want. See, they are given examples here. This is called a center, okay, centered overlay title above chart. So I will select here above chart. Okay, one title will be given. Just need to select this, type the title of the chart. So for example here it is result sheet. Okay, this is the chart title, then chart area, where everything comes under chart area. Everything will be under this chart area, and plot area contains only the main chart, only the main chart. Okay. Next we have data series. What is data series? A group of related data points plotted in a chart. Those originate from rows and columns on a single worksheet. Each data series is a chart has a unique color or pattern. So this is called as data series. This is one data series. This is okay. We have one series of data, and what that series contains percentage. Okay, this is called as the data series. Understood? Okay. Next, for example, they are given here. Here the data series is 64.33, 60. Okay, 00, 68.67, 61.67. This is called as a data series. And what is that data series? It is here in this case it is percentage. This is one series of data. Okay, so it is called as a data series. Next we have legend. What is legend? Legend is a box that identifies the patterns or colors assigned to the data series. Now what is this data series? Okay, on this chart, if you want to explain it, we make use of this legend. Here it is there. Okay, data series 1 legend entry. So you can have this legend. So I will just modify it. Okay, I will create one more. Let's see. Insert. This is the chart. I need to mention all labels and all. So I will just reduce this plot area. Few more labelings and all is there. So here it is result sheet. This is a result sheet, and this series is percentage series. The data series is percentage series. Okay. So this color, blue color, you can see blue color columns are for percentage. Remember that. So legend is basically used to identify the data series. Okay. So what you have to understand, legends are basically used to identify the data series. Sometimes you have one more column here, a red column. That is another data series, and that can be some another data series. Okay. So more than one data series can be there in a single chart. Now axis, we'll discuss about the axis. Axis is a line that becomes border of one side of the plot area, providing a frame of reference for measurement or comparison in a chart. So like we have axis, two axis, basically two-dimensional charts have two axes, x axis and the y axis. Okay, so basically okay, for most charts data values are plotted along the y axis. Okay, along the y axis we have a data values. So you can see here, this is the y axis where we have values. Sometimes this y axis is called as value axis. Okay, remember that it is called as value axis because values are present on this axis, and this axis is called as the x-axis. Sometimes we call it as category axis, where we have categories of data. Okay, category axis. So remember that here we have values, so it is called as value axis, and here we have different categories of data, so it is called as category axis. So first we'll discuss value axis. So y-axis is basically called as a value axis. It is the axis on which data values from a worksheet are plotted. It is usually y-axis. Okay, value axis label. What is value axis label? It is a label that shows data values of the value axis. Data values of the value axis means, okay, these are the labels. These are all the labels, okay, which are called as value axis labels. Okay, value axis labels. And what is value axis title? So what these values describes? So one title should be there here. So for example, I will include one title here. So I'll go to layout, under labels, axis titles, another button is there. Just beside chart title, axis titles are there. So under that we have two types of titles, axis titles, horizontal axis and vertical axis. So vertical axis is y-axis basically. So I will select one title here. Okay. So we'll name it as percentage. Okay. Let me adjust it. Okay. So this is value axis. These numbers are value axis labels, and this is value axis title. Remember that. Okay. Next, we'll see category axis. So category axis is the axis that consists of range of cells that specify text or label or numbers related to the data cells taken as a data series. So the category axis usually horizontal x-axis. This x-axis is usually a category axis. So you can just have this particular x-axis which is horizontal. Okay, that is called as category axis, and these are called as category axis labels. Like Avinash, Francis, these are what all are. These are labels of category axis. Okay, so category axis labels. It is a label for the data series. Remember that it is a label for the data series. Like for example, they are given there. Okay, category axis title. Now we need to add what are these things. Whether these are the names of the person, whether these are the names of the cities, whether these are some different things. What is this? To specify that, we need to have one title over here. Okay, so that title can be added. Same thing. Go to axis, title, select horizontal. Okay, then select any one design. One axis will be added. So here you can give a title as student names, or you can say simply name. Okay, so this is called as category axis title. So next, grid lines. What are grid lines? These lines you see, these are the lines which are called as grid lines. Okay, horizontal lines. If you want some vertical lines also, that also can be added. Okay, if you just go to this layout, you have a axis grid lines. Here we have two types of grid lines. Okay, horizontal, vertical. Under horizontal we have two types, major, minor. Okay, and mixed grid lines. So I will add, already horizontal lines are there. I will add some vertical lines, grid lines. So these are some vertical grid lines. So grid lines, these are the lines which run horizontally and vertically and helps in specifying data points. There are two kinds of grid lines, major and minor, for both x and y axis. Okay, data label. Now let us go for data label. What do you mean by the data label? So these are the data series. Okay, now we need to specify labels on that. Okay, So if you want to specify the labels, we have another here button, data labels. So you can just see which type of labels you want. So I will take outside end. Okay. So the labels will be specified like 64.33, 60, 68.67. These labels are called as data labels, which are basically used to identify the data series. Okay, values of the data series, exact value of the data series. So that is called as data label. It is a label given to each item of the category axis for the data points in the chart. Okay. So understood these many things. Basically, this is very important question. They may ask like, what are charts? So we can explain charts are the pictorial representation of spreadsheet data. Charts convert the plain data into attractive and easily understandable representation. Charts helps us to make comparisons, study of patterns, ascertaining okay trends in data. All these things you can write. If they ask what is chart, they may ask this question for 15 marks sometimes. What are charts? Explain elements of charts with neat diagram. Elements of charts with neat diagram. Then you have to draw this diagram. Okay, what I have shown you this diagram you have to draw. So you can see here all the labels they have given. This is chart title. This is value axis. Okay, value axis label, chart area, plot area. All this way you have to draw a diagram and you have to explain all the elements. These are called as elements. Okay. So here explanation we have chart title. What is chart title? Chart area. What is chart area? These are all called as the elements up to data label. Okay. Some 10, 15, 12 elements are there that you have to explain. So the question will be what are charts? Explain elements of charts with neat diagram. That may come for 15 marks. Okay. So understood this. So we have few more things like cell references. Okay, this is another important question. Okay, cell references, that also we'll discuss. Okay, in the next video. Okay.